reasonably okay on the technology. Okay, we're good to go. So Chris, welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm here today with Chris Frogatt from
Architectural Building Design Services.
Great. So just tell me a bit about what you do.
We specialise in all manner of architecture and building design, ranging from like small extensions to big industrial units. We've done tourism projects, and we've even like worked abroad in Africa and done projects in Africa, and we cover like all the UK.
So what got you started off on becoming an architect?
Right, it's a funny story. When I was at school, secondary school, in the summer holidays, I used to do, in the summer holidays, my dad was a builder, and I used to go and help him in the summer holidays. And I really enjoyed the work and everything, and I was set on becoming a builder. And my dad actually talked me out of it, because my dad like suffered with like bad knees and bad back and everything like that with doing building, and he advised me if I wanted to go into building was to do more of a like office-based job where I'd keep the health a bit more. So at school I went to an architect's office in Alfreton and did 1 week's work experience, and then shortly after I left school and they took me on and I went on the YTS. And studied part-time for 10 years, and then I went around a couple of architects' places and worked for a design and build company, and then I ended up working for a big architect in Nottingham. And I can remember sitting down at my desk overlooking the car park in Nottingham, and I could never ever see myself pulling into that car park in my car when I was like 50 or 60 years old, because I always had a burning desire to be my own boss, like my father. And from that I was doing a bit of freelance work for another architect friend of mine, and he was really busy, and I was telling him that story, and he said, well Chris, if you ever fancy going self-employed, I'll guarantee you 1 year's worth of work.
Wow.
And I had like a really good reputation at Nottingham. I was hard working and put the hours in and everything. And I was so set on becoming my own boss that I just decided just to give it a shot and go for it. And if it didn't work out, I could always get another job somewhere else. So in the year 2000 I set up Architectural Building Design Services, and we've been like really busy ever since. And most of our work is recommendation, word of mouth, which is quite good to know, because people are recommending you, so you must be doing something right. And then during that time I've employed a couple of people, and we've won a couple of awards for design, and we've done work abroad in Africa as well, and tried to start like a charity thing as well for the Architecture University in Africa. Which brings me to today, really.
Very nice. So 12 years, no, 13 years
13
in business
years
now.
in business, yeah.
That's
yeah.
good going.
And it's gone really fast as well.
Yeah. I take it, there's been probably some good times and some tough times.
Yeah. When you employ people, it can be a bit of a worry, because you've got to manage cash flow more and make sure wages are paid and everything at the end of the month. So there's a bit of stress there. And when you employ people as well, you've got to make sure the work's coming in. There can be a bit of stress involved with that. And also like finding new clients and making sure you've got enough work, like when the recession's on and things. But we've been quite lucky. Well, we've been very lucky, in fact, yeah.
So for you, what do you say that you had the dream of being your own boss? What have been the benefits of being your own boss?
I think you're just in charge of your own destiny, really. Instead of someone telling you how much salary you can take a month, or when you can have a holiday, or what time you've got to come into work and go home. You can just make all that decision yourself, which is like good. But like being self-employed, having your own business, a lot of people said to me in the early days, oh, it must be brilliant being your own boss, because you can stay in bed till 10 o'clock in the morning and work whenever you want. But it's not like that at all. You have to be strict, and you have to work so many hours a day and make sure jobs get done. So it's really about time management.
Very good. And we were talking a bit earlier on about how social media has started to play a really important part in
Yeah.
your business. Tell us a bit more about how you embrace social media.
Well, ever since we started in 2000, we've always had a website, and we've really not used that for marketing, but it's more of a portfolio where people can see examples of our work and read testimonials and things like that. It gives us credibility. But over the last, say, in particular, say 2 or 3 years, social media has really become fashionable, and everyone's got smartphones with Facebook on, and everyone's checking the Facebook and Twitter several times a day. So we've set up a Twitter account and a Facebook account where we can promote our projects and testimonials and things, but also to try and make people stay on our site. We've done a Amber Valley architectural quiz, which is a daily quiz based on an architectural picture in the Amber Valley area, and it's quite popular because people try and guess what the building is or where it is. And it sounds like very unbusinesslike, but it is actually attracting 1,000 people
Wow.
to our Facebook account, so that's quite popular. And then several times a day we just bang out our special offers and projects we've done and testimonials, so it's almost in a way like brainwashing people, sort of. A few years ago I heard the phrase where for advertising you've got to hit people 3 times to try and make them remember your brand or name, but with social media you can actually hit people several times a day, every day of the week. So hopefully out of the 1,000 people following our website, our Facebook site, when someone hears of someone wanting an extension, or if they want an extension or something, it'll automatically come to the mind, oh, that Amber Valley architecture, oh, Chris Frogatt. Yeah, I'll give him a message.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah,
so it's good, yeah, we've had some work off it, it's really good, yeah.
And knowing what you know about business now, what would your sort of top tips be to someone who's thinking about starting out in business?
I would say you've got to be realistic. Don't think you're going to start your own business and then order a Land Rover the next day, or a big house or anything like that. You have to goal set, and you have to know how much time you've got to put into your business every day or every week to generate your replacement salary. And you've just got to be dedicated, you've got to be enthusiastic, and you've got to be honest with people. If you can't meet deadlines or anything, you've got to tell people, because as soon as you start letting people down, you start getting a bad reputation. So you've just got to be honest and enjoy it, really. Yeah.
Hey, that's some great advice. Well, Chris, many thanks for taking the time out to join us today and having your business in focus. And we'll put the contact details for Architectural Building Design Services on the video. And good luck.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Neil.